What's up, beautiful people? I am going to show you how to properly seed your seeds in a seed starting tray so that when they are ready to be planted, they are nice and grown seedlings. Let's go! What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 Alright, great people, I am also excited about this video because as y'all know, in the month of August, I am also excited about the things that you can finally plant in the garden. And those things, specifically in this video, are kale and collard greens, okay? But it is a special way and, you know, not so hard way, but it's a special way that you want to go about seeding your seeds in a seed starting tray so that you can maximize your growth potential, okay? In this video, that's what we're gonna do. And speaking of, if you don't know already, my name is Ricky Jones Jr. I love doing gardening videos, especially in the front yard garden. Have merch in the merch store. Garden with Me is the name of the brand and what we get to do, as well as you can join the family, okay? You can join the garden family, okay? And that's by clicking the join button after you click the subscribe button and join me in all those different buttons that you can press, okay? But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into this fun, y'all. So great people, in order to do it well, what I have here are my seed trays, which I have the nice plastic ones with the hole in the bottom so that the water can drain through properly. And of course, with all of these, I will put links in the description so that you can find these various items. Now, what I have here is a strainer, which you can find from the Dollar Tree. I actually find so many cool things from the Dollar Tree that I'm able to do what I get to do in a garden. And essentially what I am going to use it to do is to sift out the coco coir. This is coco coir and some dirt actually, but I want to sift it out because I don't want to have any big pieces to be within the seed tray starter, because those pieces, it will stop the seeds from growing the way that it properly can, okay? So in sifting it as I am doing now, I'm able to separate the good from the bad, the thick from the thin, and everything necessary in between, and ultimately end off with what I want, which is a nice fine product that my seeds are able to grow from. And of course, doing it this way, you're also able to make sure that your germination process is as close to 100% as you so desire. As we know, not everything is 100%, and there are various factors that go into play. So what I would do is take what did not get sifted through and just dump it in a container there. It's still usable. I can use it as top dressing or anything like that, but it is usable. And I'm also doing this as well because I use this in order to do my other seed starters. So I'm just able to reuse what's being used and not waste anything in the process. I'm thinking about whether or not I should go ahead and wet it first or not, but I'm not, and we're gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna do one without wetting it first. So let's just go ahead and put the coco coir in there and see what happens. And based off what happens this time, we'll see if we need to go ahead and pre-water it for the next time, or the next batch, we can even call it. All right, so get it off like so. We have what we have left, and it's oh so fine. It's so fine it's even coming through the bottom. And so what I'm gonna do now is just wet this and we'll see what happens. All right, so the coco coir pretty much stayed as it was. It wasn't a huge expansion as I expected it would. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm going to do half of it as collard greens and the other half as dino kale, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna do the other half and half again with dirt, and I'm gonna see which one grows better. Is it the dirt or is it the coco coir? Like, I've always wondered which one grew better. Now we're gonna see. When growing seeds, you can get your great seeds from seedsnow.com. I'll put a link in the description for them, but you can even see like the size of the seed is very small, and as the size of the seed is, so will and should the depth that it is planted be. So with a small seed, you don't want to go very deep at all, if at all any, really. Essentially what I could do is just go ahead and put a couple in there, because of course you always want to thin, and so I'll just put a couple per each one. And essentially I'm gonna put a little indentation. I'll drop 2 in, little indentation, And then from there, I'll just sprinkle some right on top. And really, I can just spray it now at this point. I don't even have to douse the water on top as I did before, because it would probably do a little too much and have the seed going everywhere that I don't want it to go. And the dino kale itself is seeded the same. All the brassicas pretty much are the same size seeds. Nice and small. Itty bitty 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 bitty. And so, like I did the other, I'll drop a couple in each spot, with the idea that thinning is an option. It's the same concept with dirt. And this is my raised bed potting mix that I like to use, that I've used on other soil raised bed videos. So as you can see, there are quite a bit of wood chips that are in here, which is all fine. It's biodegradable. And last but not least, we're gonna do straight kale and this 100% coco coir mix, or excuse me, medium. So now with these bad boys all planted in the way that they need to be, I'm excited about them growing and being what they're going to be as far as in my belly once the harvest takes place, okay? So it starts just there. Again, long story short, what you want to do is go ahead and strain out your dirt and or your coco coir, if that's what you're using. Put it down into your seed tray. Make sure it's not packed tight, but you do not want any air bubbles or anything like that. From there, you go ahead and put the seed down. If you're planting kale and collards as I am, it's a small brassica seed, therefore it does not have to go deep, okay? Very shallow is the way you want to plant it and or place it in the seed tray holder. And then once it's in the sun and in the light, all it needs is a good amount of light, a great amount of oxygen, and of course you want to keep it water but not damp, okay, at the same time, if you can like balance the two out, and you'll be good to go. You'll be able to see these bad boys in the front yard garden, which I'm also excited about. And so with that being said, that is the end of this video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Go ahead and click that join button if you are returning. You might as well join the family and get you some merch while you at it, okay? Gardening with me, as you all know, this is that what's in your bed shirt, so you'll find it in the merch store. And so if you join the online garden family, you'll get a coupon code for that bad boy. So I'm saying all that to say, make sure you join. Go ahead, join the family. I'm excited about you being and joining along with us all around this world, okay? So with that being said, love you all, appreciate y'all. Till next time, peace. Oh yeah, thank you, Miss Melanie.